Toon Adventures, Buster Busts Loose by Konami has a lot to offer players. From fun sideshow games to a children's difficulty level with no ending ceremony, this Tiny Toons game has a lot of variety crammed into only 6 stages. You must beat the game at least on the normal level if you want to see an ending. The best tip for success is to learn how to make big jumps. Jump, then press Y, then R. This nifty trick will get you out of some tight spots once in a while. The first stage takes place at Acme University. You play fun-loving Buster Bunny as he streaks through the halls bopping bad guys. Dash jumps over chasms, uses fancy footwork to get around the book carts, and battles Arnold in the dark for a key. Outside of the University, you'll meet Hamlet, who tells you that Dizzy is wrecking the kitchen. Bounce food into his mouth constantly until he passes out from being too stuffed. The second stage is long and challenging. The villagers will throw tomatoes at you. 2 dudes in sombreros will make you jump rope, and horses will try to send you flying. While you're in the building, avoid dogs and barrels on your way to Montana Max. He'll jump out of the window with the money, so go after him. You'll land on a train. Montana Max is way ahead of you. Avoid the nets as you make your way onto the train engine. When the train goes into a tunnel, you'll need to race over the hilltops to meet it as it comes out of the other side. Be careful. Timing is everything. At one point in the game, you'll need to jump from log to log to get to the next train car. The final jump covers a great distance, so in order to make it, you should jump. Then press Y, then R while in the air. This trick really works. Try it. The dangers of the train engine take practice to pass. Kick the small smokestacks until the fire stops, then jump kick the big one. The next hazard will be passing the intermittent steam sprays, followed by the act of boarding the wheels without killing yourself. Montana Max is just a few feet away, but don't get hasty or you'll blow it big time. At about the time you reach Max, the engine will explode and both of you will need to jump onto the little cart and pump your way to safety. Hurry up, because the train could run over you, Max and Buster. You've got to survive if you want to make it to the 3rd level. The mansion that makes up this level is a pain in the royal rump. You'll need to avoid nasty ghosts, use bouncing balls to elevate yourself to high levels, get past irritating vampires, travel via swinging hammers, and destroy a mad scientist's wacky machine by flipping bolts at it. Keep moving from side to side after each round of attacks from the boss, then prepare for the ultimate football fun. That's right, it's time for Acme University football. The team is about to lose the game, but hopefully you'll make a difference with a single touchdown and walk away with a win for your university. You can choose from 2 plays, a run or a pass. Passes are hard to catch, but when you do, you'll get a lot of yards down. If you're not the gambling type, use the run option and jump over the runners. This level requires you to anticipate whether the opponents will jump or run in your direction. Play this level with a cool head and 2 observant eyes, and you should make the touchdown, win the game, and become the next Acme University hero. Ah, what fun! The 5th level starts with a ride on the top of a huge red balloon. As you ride higher and higher, you'll see Hampton flying around in his airplane as he drops bubbles for you. Hop from bubble to bubble to reach the top. When you get to the mini balloons, be careful not to stand on them too long because they'll sink from your weight. Also beware the ugly-looking birds while you're on the hot air balloon. You'll need to employ some fancy footwork here, as well as in the pinball section. Each part of the pinball area requires you to get all of the colored balls in order to proceed. The next area is hard. You must race to the top before the scrolling screen eats you up. You'll need to jump at the perfect place at the perfect time in order to make it to the final level. The last level is in space, where the most common enemies are the little Star Wars-like stormtroopers. These little guys can really get you in trouble around the pits because they can knock you in. However, once you find the key in the upper left corner of the level, you can enter the spaceship and exit the area. The next section is short, simple, but dangerous. Hide behind the walls to avoid death from the lasers shot from the spaceship stationed miles off in the distance. After the initial impact is over, run to the next wall and get ready for the next laser. Persistence is the key to winning, so don't give up because you're almost home free. Step on the gravity button several times to get the huge ball to smash its way through the floor. Be careful not to jump near the floor when the gravity is off. When you pass the ball, you'll eventually come to an area where you must race to the top of the screen without getting caught in a can. Passing this area is tricky because you need to keep your speed and at the same time avoid the switches that activate the cans. If you really can't beat this part of the level, try drawing a map so you can predict where you want to jump. Hopefully you'll succeed. If not, Oh well. The final area of the game before the ultimate boss is not easy. After catapulting yourself to the right side of the screen, you'll need to pass several balls to reach the boss. You can flip the balls with your ears to keep them from running into you, but they might bounce back at you one more time before you climb the ladder to the next corridor. Okay, enough already. It's boss time. To defeat this Darth Vader wannabe, flip his ray gun back at him and hope it shoots him instead of you. After about 6 hits, Darth will call it quits and take his mask off. Look, it's Plucky, and the whole thing was just a game. Now, all the props will be put back and all the fun will be over. But what fun it was indeed. Tiny Toons Adventures Buster's Bust Loose is the best Tiny Toons game to date. The graphics are top-notch, and they look just like the animated series. Konami did an excellent job with this game. The only legitimate complaint would be the game is too short and easy for us experienced players, but where the game lacks in challenge, the game excels in awesome fun.